Good morning friends. Just 1 second. Here I am. I forgot to close the doors. Hey, good morning, good morning. I am Michelle House from Rich Living. Let me turn my music down. Bit of Bruce Springsteen, he's been in town. Dancing in the dark? Wow, not today. Here we go, sorry, I just turned that down. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Emma. Happy Monday. Here I am. I've got to look at the right spot. I'm on my, what am I on? I'm on my phone this morning, while we continue to sort out our little Wi-Fi problems. Apparently now we have had too much rain. Crazy, I know. I live 10 Ks out of the city, Brisbane, and the Wi-Fi problems have been unbelievable. All right, let me just say good morning to everybody. For those of you who've not joined me before, my name is Michelle House. This is Rich Living, and these are High Vibes at 5:55 every morning to help you feel good about the day and get a good start. So I do say good morning to all my people, so just 1 moment, please. And excuse my finger and my eyes not on the screen. There we are, Georgina, Melinda, Tony, Emma, Catherine, Melly, Robin, good morning. Good morning, Paula. Hey, Catherine. Catherine is from the UK. No, UK or America? Kim, good morning, Kim. Good morning, Sonia. Hey, Danielle. You have been watching for a while. Ooh, one of the sneaky little eyes I see appear. Good morning, Danielle. Really nice to see you. Thank you so much for saying hello. Righto, let's get started. I'm going to get cracking today because I've got a really funny story. Well, I don't know. You might find it funny. I think I'm mortified, but anyway. Last week I was talking about, I think I read an email out last week about, g'day Lisa, g'day. Thanks Emma, I can see you sharing. Oh, you've just reminded me. If everybody gets a share button, can you share? The only way people are going to get high vibed with us, it's good to have everybody in a high vibes, is if they know that this is going on. Good morning Elise, nice to see you honey, nice to see you. Okay, so I know what it was. I was writing my intro for the emails that go out today for, by the way, did you know that an email goes out today with all of the 555s from last week? Well, all in a row. So if you don't, that means you're not getting my emails. So you need to talk to me. Anyway, so in part of the intro I was talking about 1999 because if you follow anything, here come the big words at 5:55 on a Monday morning. If you follow anything to do with planets, universe, alignment, cosmology, astrology, all of that kind of thing, 1999 is significant, and whatever happened for us in 1999, not the event, whatever we were going through at that time is repeating itself in these in 2017. So, since we're in the eclipse season, everything is highlighted, hence all of my internet problems and connectivity problems last week. But also it reminded me of a couple of things that happened to me in 1999, and actually things that I hadn't thought about. That, you know, you kind of deal with it and then they pop up and you go, whoa, why am I thinking about that? Where did that come from? And one of them was to do with the day that Jonathan proposed to me. So for me, 1999 was a very, very significant year. I was running my own business. How old was I? I would have been 26, 27. So I had a business partner. We were running a very, very successful recruitment company here in Brisbane. And we were so successful, people thought that we weren't even Australian. It was crazy. It was a crazy time. They thought we were some massive company from overseas that had come over and taken over the world. Yeah, no, it was me and Veronica. But we were in this growth and development stage of our business. So we've been in business for 5 years. Had another business in there as well at the same time. So I wasn't young, but I was, 28, getting on a bit. And I had met Jonathan, and Jonathan and I were dating, and we'd been away on a holiday together. And then if anybody had known me back then, I kind of had my life all mapped out. It was going to happen like this, and it was going to happen like that, and then that was going to happen. And I was going to get married, and, you know, the proposal was going to look like this, and, you know, all those wonderful, imaginative fantasies that we have when we're young women. And so I had this picture of one day when I get married. I never had thought about Jonathan, by the way. One day when I get married, it's going to look like this. And I wasn't controlling. You know, if things didn't go my way, they didn't go my way. But I was very planned, I guess. Planned. And I wanted it to go my way, if that makes sense. So the day, bless his little cotton socks, that Jonathan proposed to me was in 1999. And it was one of those moments in my life that I can look back on now and go, I think that was the moment that I surrendered to there's something way bigger than me in this world, something bigger than me. So although I'd had inklings of it along the way, this was kind of my big story, if you like. So I got home from work and Jonathan had been at my house doing the gardening. And, you know, so when I think of how I was going to be proposed to, it was, you know, like bloody all those movies on Hollywood, right? Hot air balloon rides, champagne, all that stuff. That's what you do, right? You know, at least a romantic candlelit dinner. So Jonathan had buried my ring in the garden. It wasn't totally buried, but it was in one of the bags that had the rubbish. So it was buried in the rubbish of the garden, if you like. And then he proposed to me. He said, will you marry me? And I felt really sick. My whole body had this physical reaction to him asking me to marry him. We'd never talked about it. That was number one. But the second thing for me, that when I look back on it in retrospect, was this isn't unfolding the way that I thought it would, which made me nervous because I'd had so much of a hold on how things were going to be that it made me nervous and it made me sick, to the point where Jonathan says, hello, Michelle, I love you. Will you marry me? And I said, I think I'm going to be sick. Can you get me a bucket? Don't crucify me. But it was in retrospect, at the time, we don't need to go back in time, but in retrospect, when I look at it, that was the moment in time where I went, hang on a sec, life is not unfolding for me as I thought it would be. And I wanted to share that story with you because I'm certain, please don't leave me hanging out here on a limb. I'm certain that when you feel those feelings in your stomach where you go, holy shit, I think I need a bucket, it's because it's not unfolding the way you thought. But if you looked at that feeling from another angle and went, do I actually feel sick in my stomach? Or could this be excitement? Excitement, anxious. Excitement, anxious. When you look at those two feelings and close your eyes and kind of go, what do I feel like when I'm excited? Like being on a roller coaster, right? Sometimes you're excited, sometimes you think you're excited, and then sometimes you think you're nervous, and then sometimes you think you're excited, and sometimes you think you're nervous. But the feeling is the same. The thinking is, I think I'm nervous, I think I'm anxious. So when you, instead of trying to make that feeling mean something, look at that feeling and go, okay, here is a sign. This is my body and my being telling me, tune into this present moment. Tune into this present moment, not with any thoughts, any feelings, any thought out feelings is what I'm saying. Tune in with feelings, but any thought out feelings, and look at the space that you're in with love. If I go back in time and I think of, could I have done it a different way? Well, no, I did it the way that I did. But if I had taken that feeling in my stomach, and it was nausea, I felt sick. Like I can remember, I felt like I was going to throw up. It actually, if I had taken a breath and gone, how is this love? Taking Jonathan out, just me. How is this love? My experience would have been completely different, and probably what I said to Jonathan would have been completely different, but then I wouldn't be able to tell you the story. So really connect in to those feelings of love. You know, it's not, and you know, I think I've had this conversation with you guys before, with your kids, when your kids are saying, oh, I feel sick in my stomach, and then we quickly calculate, okay, what have they got on today? I think they're doing show and share. Right, okay, they might be nervous. And then we completely project our stuff onto them. I don't know if you hear that time, oh, don't project your stuff onto me. There's an example of projecting your stuff onto somebody else, where you just step back and say, okay, tell me more about that feeling. And this is a great exercise. It doesn't matter if you don't have kids, by the way, but if you do have kids, it's actually a great awareness for you to tune into you too. Yes, he clearly didn't take offense. He clearly didn't take offense, and we are very happily married 17 years later this year. 17. Wow. Yes, so tune into the feelings rather than the thoughts. Is that making sense for everybody? So tune into the feeling, oh, I feel a bit yucky in my stomach. All right, you feel yucky in your stomach. Does it feel, do you feel like you're going to throw up? We really do need to eliminate that. If you're a parent, you got to get that one out of the way. But if it's just a feeling of heaviness, let's see how we can turn that to light and turn it to love, rather than starting to label it and going, oh, I think you might be nervous because you've got your show and share. Maybe you're anxious. Maybe they're excited. You know, we don't know what the word is. So stay with the feeling. Stay with that feeling. Is that making sense for everybody? Can I get a thumbs up? I totally love doing the videos on my phone because I get to see all of your interaction. Most of the time I feel like I'm talking to myself, but now I can see you guys talking and sharing. It's really cool. Okay, I'm just going to say good morning to, who did I miss? Kate. Good morning, Kate. Morning back. I can't remember that far back. Yeah, Emma. Caroline. Good morning, Caroline. Not to worry. And Amanda. Oh, Amanda McCall. Hey, Amanda. And Amanda Fisher. Hi. So yeah, tuning into the feelings. Now bringing that to the present moment. So, you know, people are talking about what happened in 99, it's happening for you now. Bringing that over to now, today, for me, and I go, all right, I need to take my hands off. You all know that money school's coming and it's around the corner, it's not that far away. And there's a lot of background stuff happening, and there's a lot of, oh, am I nervous or am I excited or am I sick? There's a lot of everything happening. There's a lot of money being spent. There's a lot of people involved. There's a lot of technology problems. Everything is a lot of, right? So, of course, I have a picture in my mind of how it's going to unfold, of course. However, when it comes to the day, I have to take my hands off and I have to surrender to whatever the outcome is going to be, just like the story with Jonathan. I had to surrender to whatever that outcome was going to be. I'm surrendering now to that outcome. You know, will it be the most successful program I ever do? It doesn't really matter. What matters is that I stay in line and in tune, that I stay connected to serving humanity and to being of service to my people. And what unfolds from there unfolds from there. As soon as I start to get attached to how it's going to look, I'm going to be really disappointed, or I'm going to get to that space, that heavy feeling, and have emotions throw in there that I don't really need. Is that making sense? Yeah, cool. Hey, Rosie, nearly missed us. All right, well, just think about today, because you know that feeling in your stomach, and like I'm holding my tummy. That feeling in your stomach is instinct. That's our little switch that, you know, the beautiful universe, the miracle of life has given us. It's the feeling, that instinct feeling. If we can turn the volume up on it so we're listening to it, and the way that we can turn the volume up is by practicing it. Practicing that instinct. Stopping, pausing, going, how do I feel about that? Let me just... Oh, Danielle, hang on, it's coming, hang on. Let me just, how am I feeling about that? What's my gut telling me? Because your gut is your compass. Yeah, Emma, you're in training. Emma is in training. Oh, good morning. Here comes Jonathan. Let's give Jonathan a big clap for going through with proposing to me. I just told him the proposal story. Thanks, honey. Emma, yes, Emma, you're in training. You don't pay enough attention to your gut. So, we need to do, it's practice, right? So it's over and over, repeat, repeat, repeat. And look, they're giving you little clappy hands. Yes, your gut is your compass. And I guess when you can know that and feel that and pause, and then it's like auto, then correct, and then change direction and change direction a little bit and change direction a little bit. Okay. So today over, Emma's giving you high fives or something. High fives. So today, think about anything, or if you've got any situations that happen during the week where you are feeling uncertain. So here's the feelings to look out for: uncertain, anxious, nervous, hesitant, worried. Let's just go with those 5. Any of those 5 feelings, tune into those, because underneath those feelings is an instinct. And it's the instinct that is about to guide you, but you need to keep turning it on and turning the volume up. Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay, let me just go through a couple of questions. Lots of claps for Jonathan. Thank you. Danielle, how do I find out about Money School? Okay, so Danielle, send me a private message just so I can make sure that you're on the mailing list. The information is coming out over the coming days. If you are in the Rich Living Room, Robin, would you mind just sharing the link to the Rich Living Room for me, just in case Danielle isn't in there? And that way you'll definitely be on the mailing list, but you'll also be able to see in the Rich Living Room, I've been sharing over the last couple of days the story of Rich Rachel. And I've shared the story of Rich Rachel because I wanted you to really understand that it's in 3 parts, and that's what Money School is. It's 3 parts. It's actually 6, but there's 3 definite sections about money. And that is our money practices, so the way that we handle money practically on a day-to-day basis, which actually becomes quite easy. And for some of you it is easy, but for some of you you're still not rich or wealthy, right? And that's mindset. The maths is easy, it's the mindset. It's the mindset that we need to keep breaking through and cutting down and moving away and expanding and flourishing. And there's lots of ways that we go through this particular process that I've been through, that my clients have been through one-on-one. I brought Money School together because I know a lot of you can't afford to work with me one-on-one. And the Money School brings all of it together, where you still get to work with me in a group, which is actually even better because we've got that massive vibe. So all of the details about that are coming out, I think, this week. Yeah, is when the doors open. If you were in one of my programs previously, you have already been invited, and I know that I've got quite a few of you already in there. It's so exciting. All right, so tune into your instinct. Let's turn on that radar, or the compass. Let's turn up the compass this week, so that we are all really connected, listening to our instinct, because listening to your instinct is going to help you live your rich life, which this is all about. It's all about rich living. All right, lovelies. We will see you tomorrow morning for 5:55. Have a great week. High vibes. High vibes. Bye.